Hey guys, I'm John BenderWaffles, and today we're getting animated. Now, as I've said in previous tutorials, it's incredibly important to change graphics to create your own unique feel for your game. So today we're going to be looking into doing that with animated door graphics and attack animations. Let's get over to my computer and check it out. All right, guys, so we're going to do the door animation here first because it's easier. You can find your door animations in the characters folder in your game's root location. Yes, it's under characters. Doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but it is what it is. So what we have is we have this door animation. I've already opened it up and already configured it. You're going to want to turn on snap to grid in GIMP or in Photoshop, whichever one that you are using. You want something that can utilize PNGs, just like with tilesets and stuff. And for the door animations, it's at 48 by 48, the same amount. It's 48 by 48 pixels. It's the same size as a tile in the tile set. So it's something that you guys are pretty used to working with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select these 3 frames here because that's the animation that we're replacing. So we're going to select that and we're going to delete. Now we're going to go into Paint over here. I have pre-made a door. It's real pretty, guys. I'm super great at animations, can't you tell? Which actually, it is the wrong size, I just realized. So let's grab... That's a little bit closer. We'll copy that. We're going to have to do some resizing, but that's okay. Edit, paste. We're going to move it up into the top corner up here. I'm going to zoom in. And then we're going to scale so that it fits into the whole frame. Then we are going to copy and paste that and move this one, which isn't snapping to frame. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Make sure you have the move tool selected for this. Makes sense, right? So move it down there, and then we're going to paste again and move down there. So there we have 3 animations. Actually, doors, oops, are 4 frames, but there's always an empty frame. So try to keep that in mind. So now we're going to make this look like it's just sort of disappearing and revealing. So we're going to actually delete a part of each frame to just make the door look like it's, kind of moving, almost like a curtain-esque sort of thing. So there we go. We aren't going to overwrite. We're going to export this as door 1A. Export. Click export. Okay, now let's test it out. In RPG Maker here, we're going to replace this door graphic with door 1A, selecting our animation. Click OK. Okay. Click test, save, yes. Cool. Okay, it doesn't look good. It looks like crap, but it works. So there we go. We now have a animated door. Now, what about attack animations? So attack animations are found here in your animations folder within your game's root folder. I already have one that I blanked out, so there's no animations in these frames, and we've got a 5-frame animation here. I actually just took the slash animation, just deleted it, and saved it as its own thing. Each one of these squares is 192 by 192. That seems to be sort of the default for animations. So again, I have like this sort of red doohickey thing. I just sort of did a random look. So this one we're going to have to definitely do some resizing. Paste. And we're also going to have to remove the white. So why are you being a pain? Okay. That's not quite right. GIMP is being a pain for me today, guys. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Scale. Okay, now we're going to just copy that and paste that. We're just going to paste it 5 different times. But each time we're going to, for each of these frames, we're actually just going to rotate it so that it like spins around. It kind of looks like a boomerang-esque shape. So we want it to end back there, so it's going to rotate. Oops. So anchor it first. So take that and we're going to go to image and transform. We're going to rotate it. Sorry, that's doing the whole thing. GIMP is being a real pain. I so much prefer Photoshop, but that's okay. So edit, or maybe it's image, transform. Why are you being a pain? Oh, yeah. Rotate tool. I can't see how it's rotating. So we're going to do some amount of rotating. Don't forget to anchor it. So, image, all right, rotation tool. So, rotate, anchor. Okay. Anchor it every time. Edit or image. What am I doing? It's the rotate tool. Sorry, I'm having a moment. So I'm just kind of doing random amounts of degrees rotated per. You'd probably want to do something a little bit more uniform, but that's just, how it is. So we're going to go with that. Then we're going to select by color, select all the white, delete. We're still going to have white around our shape, but that's okay. And we're going to just overwrite blank because why not? Okay, so now we go in here. We're going to go into our database. And under animations tab, we are actually just going to change the maximum to create a new animation. And we are going to call this red boom, just cuz. And it is going to use the crap, where is it? The blank animation. Set our maximum frames to 5. Position is center. You can also set a secondary animation if you say wanted to have like the slash going on underneath of it, which actually we're going to, I think. So first things first is we're going to add our animation frames. So just click on which frame you want down here, and we're going to put the slashes underneath. So you can go to edit and you can increase the scale, change where it is, the opacity, the rotation, all of that. We're going to size this up to 115. And then we're going to add, this animation, which has a certain amount of opacity to it. We're just going to play around with some stuff. Oops. Should have known that was going to do that. Okay, so you know what? We're just going to let's go with a 200, and this one's going to have a scale of 160. Okay, frame 2. We're basically just going to do the exact same things. Edit 115. Try to position it right. What did we go for on this? Was it 160? I think so. That looks about right. Okay, so frame 3. Edit. This is super thrilling, guys. Real quality commentary I got going on. So edit. This one is 160. We're gonna get into the real exciting stuff here soon. Here in a second. Oops. I went 15%. That was wrong. Okay, so 115. There we go. And now this one. And you can move them all around. They don't have to be like laying on top of each other. Just for the sake of this animation, this is the way that I want it to look. It sort of looks a little phallic, I guess, is what's happening here. Okay, so we have our 5 frames of animation. Let's play it. That looks horrible. But that's okay, because this doesn't have to be super fancy. Just is what it is. Okay, so, but now we get to the really exciting parts. The sound effects and flash timing down here. Now with this control section here, you can set up when the screen flashes, when your enemy flashes, give yourself sound effects on each frame, all that. So let's add this in. On frame 1, we're going to have a sound effect that's going to be, let's just grab something. Let's make it an explosion. We're going to turn that pitch. And we're going to turn the volume down so I'm not blowing out your guys' ears over here. Because I don't want to be doing that. So, yeah, it sounds good. Okay. And we're going to flash the screen for 1/15th, right? Yeah, I think that's what the separation is of a frame. It's a certain, it flashes for a certain duration of the animation. And we're going to have it flash pretty red, but we're going to lower the intensity so it's not like crazy flash. So. And we're also going to have it be all 5 frames. So, okay, and on frame 2, the target is going to flash white. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that on frame 2. On frame 4, we'll have the target flash white. So. Yeah, that's pretty quiet. I'm going to turn that up because even I can't hear that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so now we have an animation. We're going to pretend that that is in any way, shape, or form good. Oh, another thing that you guys can do, just for person preference, this isn't super necessary. You guys can actually click on Change Target if you want to see how it's going to look on top of other enemies. I'm going to put it on top of... let's think of something that we're going to put it on top of. Let's go with the succubus. Yeah. Woo. So then you're going to go in here and you're going to go into your skills. And we're going to give one of these skills that animation. So let's just choose one. Cure. Sure. So make sure that it hits one enemy. And we're going to change the animation to red boom. Make sure that one of our classes learns it. And then we're going to go in here into the test. So, wait, does one of our actors... Okay. So, we have the 2 slimes. We're going here to battle test. And I apologize ahead of time if this is going to blow out your guys' ears. Slime emerged. Fight. Special. Do I not have it set up? Oh. This isn't going to go super well, I think. So, I'm just going to really quickly change this so that it's normal attack. Apply. So, let's make this a special. Apply. Give it to the class. Cure. Okay. So let's try this again. Of course. Sorry. The whole import process has really messed with this a bit. Okay, so we're just going to do this test with just the one who's doing the animation. Sweet. So we have an animation, and it looks pretty horrible. But it is what it is. That's just basically how to do it. You guys can play around with it there and get something looking much better than that, I think. I hope. That's it. Pretty simple stuff. In the next episode, we're going to be going over how to use plugins in your project. If you want to see that, you can click on the button on screen now. That'll take you to that. If it's not up yet, though, that button will instead take you to my channel where you can subscribe. As always, guys, if you like this video, give it a like, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Now I actually have to go, guys, because my baby brother was kidnapped by the Goblin King, and now I have to make my way through a labyrinthian maze in order to rescue him. Yep,